Hello, my name is Kevin with DocuTrack Technical Support. The subject of this video is backing up your QuicDoc database. So let's get started. If you're running on a Windows XP or a Windows 7 machine, what you'll want to do is go to the Start button, go to Programs or All Programs, and then go open the QuicDoc and Office Therapy database folder. Underneath that folder, you'll see the Office Therapy DB Manager and the QuicDoc DB Manager. And since we're backing up the QuicDoc database, let's launch the QuicDoc DB Manager. And you'll notice within the QuicDoc DB Manager on the left-hand side of the screen, there are just two icons, one for backing up the database and one for restoring the database. Now, what I'm going to do for just to show how to launch this on a Windows 8 machine, I'm going to close this and go to the Metro screen within Windows 8, and without clicking anything, just start typing DTI. And once you do that, you'll be presented with four options, one of which is the QuicDoc DB Manager. So that's what we're going to select, QuicDoc DB Manager. And of course, this takes us back to that same location. So what I'm going to do is click on the Backup Database icon. You're confronted with three fields to populate: the server name, database name, and the backup name. To fill in the server name, just click on the refresh button next to the server name field. Give it a few seconds, excuse me, and it will automatically populate the server name and the SQL Server instance name. Next to the database name, click on the refresh button. Give it a few seconds, and it will also populate that field with the database name. And it will also populate the backup name field with the name of the database appended with today's date. And it's important to take advantage of that and leave that name in place. The reason you want to leave that in place is you don't want to inadvertently overwrite the backup file with another backup file. So this by appending today's date to the database name, it makes that file name unique. So let's click on Start Backup, and you'll notice that the system backs up very quickly. This is a very small QuicDoc database. The database backup is successful, and you'll notice that the backup file is located in this folder path in C, Program Files x86, Microsoft SQL Server, MSSQL.1, MSSQL Backup. So it's a long path. If you're running on an XP or a Win 7 machine, this path will be C:/ Program Files without the x86, but everything else will be the same. So what we're going to do is navigate to that location and copy that backup file to an external drive. So I'm closing that, and I'm exiting the QuicDoc Database Manager. Now I'm going to navigate to the location of the backup file. On an XP or a Win 7 machine, all you'll need to do is click on the Start button, go to Computer or My Computer. From there, you can open up your C drive. What I'm going to do is also show you how to open this from a Windows 8 machine. So I'll go back to the Metro screen, and without clicking on anything here, all you'll need to do is start typing Computer, C-O-M, and once you do that, you'll be presented with these selections, and you can just click on Computer. From there, open up your C drive by double-clicking on it, scrolling down to that Program Files x86 folder, and once again, if it's XP or Win 7, it will probably be under Program Files. Scroll down to Microsoft SQL Server, MS SQL.1, and MS SQL. From there, you'll see a list of folders underneath MS SQL, one of which is the backup folder. If you open up the backup folder, you will see the backup file that we just ran, the QuicDoc STD 113 2014 backup that we just ran. Now, so you don't have to keep navigating to this location. What I'm going to do is show you how to create a shortcut to the backup folder. Now, I've already created one on my desktop, but we can also go ahead and create another one. In order to do that, go up one level and right-click on the backup folder. Scroll to Send To and send to Desktop Create Shortcut. What that will do, that creates a shortcut to this location on the disk. And in this case, it named it Backup Shortcut 2 because I had already created such a shortcut. But we're going to test that. So I'm going to close this location, and I'm going to double-click on the shortcut that was just created, and you'll notice it takes us to that same location. So what I want to do is take the backup file and copy this to an external drive. And the reason I want to do that is in the event I suffer a computer crash, say if my C drive were to crash on this computer, I would also lose this file along with the hard drive. So it would not be possible to restore the database because the file would be inaccessible. So we want to make sure that this file exists in another location. In order to do that, we need to copy it to an external thumb drive, an external USB attached drive, or another computer on your network. In this case, I'm going to copy it to the X drive, which is a drive pointer to another computer on our network. So I'm going to right-click on the file, go to Copy, open up the X drive, or this could be a thumb drive or an external hard drive. I have a folder on this drive called For Kevin, so I'm going to open that up. And I've created a backup offline folder, so I'm going to open that up. And within that folder, I just right-click and paste, and that will copy that file to this location. So you'll notice that the file exists now on the X drive, and I didn't delete it from my C drive, so it also still exists on my C drive in that backup folder. It's very important that you keep these files on an external device, so if something were to happen to your hard drive, you would be able to restore to this point in time. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and have a great day.